Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the 97070 show. I'm your host, Peyton. This week you can stream all games on NFSH every night for free. It's a great way to support your school since fans are not allowed in the stands. This week marked the return to school for many students. Let's head over to Kaya and see how they prepared their outfits.
So today we're going to be showing you some back to school outfits. I'm doing a video on outfits that I miss wearing most before quarantine life.
And I'm going to be showing you guys some of my favorite clothes that I bought recently.
These are several of my favorite back to school essentials for this school year. And I always wear hoodies because I hate being cold.
Right now I'm just wearing a black bodysuit and a little gold necklace because I felt like that would match with all of the skirts.
I've been super into bigger sweatshirts and crew neck especially. I love this one because it's white and it goes with almost anything.
Dress for free people.
I don't know about you guys, but especially when it's cold outside, I love wearing comfy clothes, hence the crew neck.
We got this brandy butterfly necklace from one of my friends that I like to wear. This one I got at H&M.
This is part of my sweatpants collection. These sweatpants are from Brandy Melville.
Pink shorts.
It's another butterfly necklace. I think it's really cute.
This next one is from Urban Outfitters.
Called banana clips, and you just pin your hair back with them. I actually have one in my hair right now.
We like sewed little flowers and a W, and it's super cute. You guys should totally do it. It's really easy.
Here's from Zara. They're brown and have super big ankles. Brown is a trend.
I have a couple different sets. The first one is from Amazon, and the one that's in my hair right now is also from Amazon.
I bought this flannel sweatshirt.
Gives me college vibes.
I love this one. It's really cute. I stole it from my brother. The second set I have, I got from Urban Outfitters. These ones are smaller. They're kind of fun colored.
Like this top that I bought for the summer. It's from Adika, and it goes like this.
And I got this one at Brandy.
They're super cute and very basic.
The last one is definitely my favorite one.
So yeah, that was my plaid skirts video, at least the ones that I could find, but I hope you guys liked it. And I wonder what you guys miss wearing from your pre-quarantine lives.
Thanks, Kaya. The Interact Club is holding an open meeting this Friday at 12:30. DM their Instagram at Wilsonville_interact for the Zoom link. The Interact Club is a great way to volunteer and help your community. Our community has had the same mayor for quite some time, and Hallie and Kylie interviewed Tim Knapp about his time in office. Over to you guys.
Thanks, Peyton. At the last school board meeting last month, our school board committee decided to honor former Wilsonville Mayor Tim Knapp for his hard work and dedication for improving and helping our school systems here in Wilsonville. Former Mayor Knapp was originally from the Pacific Northwest, but was living in LA when in 1986 he decided he would like to move back up here and move to Wilsonville for the first time. Once he moved to Wilsonville, he was focused on owning and buying different buildings in the area. It wasn't until the early 2000s when Mr. Knapp decided he would like to run for Wilsonville City Council. He was on the Wilsonville City Council for 5 years before he decided and was elected mayor in 2008. Tim Knapp was mayor of Wilsonville for a total of 12 years and was on the Wilsonville City Council for a total of 17 years, all which took place here in the 2000s. During his time as mayor, Mr. Knapp heavily influenced the educational systems here in the city of Wilsonville. When the Villebois community was growing, he pushed for a brand new school, what we now know as Lowry Primary School, being opened and built in the Villebois neighborhood. In more recent years, he also helped with the planning and building of Meridian Creek Middle School out by Frog Pond. These are just two big examples over what Mr. Knapp had done for our school system during his time as mayor, but there were plenty more. And that is why our school board has decided to honor him a plaque for all of his dedication and his hard work for our schools. Kylie was able to sit down with Ms. Schmidt and former Mayor Knapp to present him his physical award and to ask him some questions about what he thought about his time as mayor and what he's planning on doing in the future.
So, on behalf of our school and our district, I would like to present you with your
thank you.
Mayor Knapp was recognized at the school board meeting, and they just spoke highly of his contributions to our community, support of our schools, just so much that you've done to help us get new buildings open in this developing community, and it's just been a really important partnership.
I remember lots of those instances. I mean, we had quite a series of events around Lowry Primary School in Villebois, where the master plan said that the school was going to be further north, and we got to the point that there were starting to be families with kids in Villebois that needed a school, and it was several years earlier than that had been projected to happen. At about the same time, we were in the economic downturn, and the rate of construction was slowing down, and we decided that our city urban renewal agency would help out. We, as the urban renewal agency, had already purchased the site that was originally planned, but there were no pipes going all the way to that location yet. And it would have cost a lot of money to put them in. So the urban renewal agency actually went ahead and purchased another plot of land, which is where Lowry Primary now is. We made a deal with the school board that we would trade them that land for 10 acres out by the new, yet-to-be-built middle school. Then we had the issues with the urban growth rules in Oregon that said you have to have inclusion within the urban growth boundaries for a school to be built, and Meridian was not. Well, somewhere buried in the arcane rules is an exception to the rules that says for certain things, one of which is schools, you could make a special application to bring. So the district made that application, and I ended up going down to the hearing at Metro offices downtown, but there was quite a bit of skepticism, and there were multiple people from the school district that testified, and I ended up testifying.
So you kind of described already your relationship with the school system as you were the mayor. Do you have any other events that you participated in that from primary, middle school, or high school that were some of your favorites?
I think that the moving forward on the new construction is one of my favorite things. And part of what we have spent a lot of effort on over the last decade that I was mayor was talking about the importance of connectivity in our community, and that plays out in multiple different ways. One of the ways is social connectivity, and within that context, the social place that Lowry Primary School has come to be within that Villebois neighborhood is very significant, very gratifying to see it grow that way. And hopeful that the same thing will happen in some future cases. Obviously with Meridian, but the neighborhood of Frog Pond has only just barely started to be built. It's so great for the school to be such a social piece of the connection that people have to their neighborhood.
We thank you and appreciate you for your financial support that you have done for all of our schools. Do you have any that you were most particularly proudest of?
I go back far enough that Boone's Ferry Primary School was still in Old Town when my kids were little. We worked on that school a lot to make it better. There was a whole community effort to build a new playground at one point at that school. And then ultimately, when it was decided that they were going to build a new school, it was not going to be there. It was going to be out by Wood. The whole dynamic changed, but the whole community, worked on that in a very robust way, and it was really nice to see all of the efforts that people put in and all the support that there was.
That's great. Lastly, do you have any plans for your retirement at all? Do you plan to stay involved with our schools in any sort of way?
I don't have a specific plan to be involved. I would be curious what the opportunities might be. I have been trying to be supportive of the new mayor and get the new council going, and people have said to me repeatedly when they run for elected office that they think they understand it and they think they know how it's going to work, but when you get into it and discover everything that is involved, there's a lot more than perhaps was expected. I want the new mayor to be successful, and I'm very confident that she will be. I think that this whole theme of connectivity we've had, Wilsonville is kind of a funny layout with the freeway going down through the middle of it, cutting it off, and then the river going east-west the other way, and we have all these challenges. So the things that we do to enhance the physical connectedness and allow people to move back and forth through the community, in spite of those barriers, is an important physical part of the connectivity thing. And so there's multiple different plans that are in the works now that I hope go forward, and I think likely will go forward. Maintaining a continuity of vision and ideas and, engaging people in those ideas as the city grows is important. And I'm proud of Wilsonville. I think it's a great community, and I think that most of our citizens think it's a really exceptional community in a lot of ways.
Yes, Wilsonville's great, and it's been such a welcoming community, and I thank you for everything you've done, especially for our schools.
Thanks to our former mayor, Tim Knapp. I'm Hallie.
I'm Kylie. Back to you, Peyton.
Thank you, everyone. That was a wonderful interview. Forecasting is happening between April 1st and 16th. If you need help, attend your grade level webinar session at the appropriate time. Thanks for watching. Make sure to tune in next week and stay classy, Wildcats.